You know Anaheim has a dark side to it, and it's very unfortunate, you know, what it is there. But it's like, it makes me sad when people go, oh, I'm staying in Anaheim for a week. I'm always like, ooh, I feel sorry. Like, for a lot of you that are traveling to Disneyland, like, I feel bad because it's like, it's not a great place for a vacation because Anaheim is just not set up to...
No.
It's really not a great area. Like, and no offense, because, you know,
well, it's surprising to me.
It's sad how it's become.
I think what's surprising...
When we lived in that area, we lived really close to the park.
Yeah.
And
walking distance.
You know, when we moved in there, it wasn't very, like, active or whatever. And
well, it was during the lockdown, so the neighborhood wasn't really showing its face.
Yeah, and,
you know what I mean?
You know, we found out that, like, we were living next door to somebody who literally that day got arrested for having a firearm
Weapons
and using
charges,
it and drug peddling. Like, there was some serious bad stuff. And so when Anaheim PD came, you know, we talked to them and he was like, get out of here. Like,
he was like, what are you guys doing here?
Yeah, and we were like, well, we like to be close to Disneyland.
And he was like, you don't belong here. And it's just...
like, I was walking back from my car into our place, and I got, like, almost jumped by some people. I mean, it was pretty crazy. Like, yeah. I mean, I had to literally, like, get in my car and lock the doors and then you know, call Spencer. It was really...
Yeah, it was no
horrible.
Joke, and
we just thought, well, we signed a lease. Like, what are we gonna do? You know, but we all just paid to break the lease, and I think how much was it to pay? I think it was like $2,000
a couple
or something.
grand, $2,500 at least to break the lease.
Yeah,
sure, Jan.
But it was worth it. We were like, okay, so we can pay.
Well, what you pay this penalty, or you lose your life or get.
But
killed,
like, Google it if you're ever curious. You can look it up. And
oh yeah.
It shows, like...
And the projects were across the street.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about projects, it's a known gang-run little area. Right
like,
there.
Remember our...
There was a park kind of catty corner, and that park was so gnarly. Like, you wouldn't go near this park. It was at the corner of, like, Orangewood and...
Hastur and Orangewood.
What's it called? Ponderosa Park.
Ponderosa Park.
Go look up Ponderosa Park and look up that area.
It's so
as far as
scary.
gang activity, and you will find... It'll blow your mind. And, like, that's what Anaheim PD was telling us. They were like, you have no idea where you're at.
They said, like, you
don't belong here
get
because...
out.
Yeah. You know what? I went to high school with, like, some serious thugs. It was just the way it was back then, and you know,
Best Life and Beyond gang.
And I was involved in, you know, some, you know, growing up doing graffiti art and stuff. It, like, there was, those worlds were blending a little bit, and I've painted in some very heavy duty neighborhoods and had all the wrong friends. So I can tell you that I've been around it and I understand it. And I know when I'm in the presence of it. Let me just tell you that, because I like I said, I've grown up around it. So. And I figured out you're lying. Ooh, it's almost like you faking. Oh yeah, yeah, I know you're lying. I can tell you, as somebody who knows, that it's nowhere that you want to have your family in. You know, as far as those areas that, like, we were living in, like, just on the outskirts, man. I'm talking right there, and, like, there was a couple hotels just up the street from us where even one time, remember that one that was really close to us? There was like some sort of like shooting in the parking lot or something. And it was just like, dude, like.
My mom called me and she was like.
It was literally like, you could see it from our window.
Yeah. And she's like, this is not okay. She was pissed.
And you don't hear about that stuff happening in Walt Disney World's bubble. It just doesn't. It happens everywhere, but like.
How close, but I did notice the new gate. Unfortunately, it's just the swelling up in my sinuses.
Annoying cough.
Yeah, and that's why, like, sometimes I tell people, like, if you are gonna stay at Disneyland, like, really consider paying the extra money to stay on property just for your safety. Don't walk.
That walking harbor at late hours of the night or whatever, especially being a tourist, you're a target because they know what you look like. They know what tourists, we all stand out as tourists in that area. And it's just, it's not pretty. And there's stuff that you don't want your kids to be seeing,
Right, because I had somebody who stayed at like the King's Inn or Red Lion, I think it was called. And, some shady characters walked in the middle of the night. So
true. But what I can tell you is on that side of things, over there by downtown Disney and where the hotels are, right on the other side of that is an area that is known. I didn't make this up. This has been known for a long time. It's called Felony Flats. That's the nickname the cops give it because that area behind the hotels on the opposite side of Harbor is just not a good neighborhood. If its nickname is Felony Flats, then you can pretty much do the math. It's no joke. So
you are a sad, strange little man.
You just have to, be cognizant now.
Okay, the Target does have some bad stuff that happened because I used to go to that Target. That was the one I shopped at.
Yeah.
And our friend actually got assaulted in the bathroom there. Literally had to call the police. It was a whole thing. So be careful there.
I hate all of you.
Sorry about it.